Kutztown Live. KUR's campus and community interest radio magazine. You can always be a part of Kutztown Live by giving us a call at 610-683-4859. And now, this is Kutztown Live.
This is the radio voice of Kutztown University, KUR Kutztown, and welcome to Kutztown Live, your campus and community talk show. I am Juliana Jablonski, here with...
This is Laura Keim.
And you're listening to Kutztown Live.
Yeah.
We are your new hosts for
Very
this
exciting.
semester here.
Yes.
Laura, what do you host?
I host Accidental Wednesday nights from 8 to 10 and was a previous host of Girls Night Out, but I decided, you know what, let's change it up a little bit. So here I am doing Kutztown Live. It's fun stuff.
And I host Kutztown's Country on Monday nights. We've got a pretty full show this afternoon. Kicking off, we have Lori D'Onofrio-Galli from the Northeast Berks Chamber of Commerce here with us this afternoon. And as always, she has a special guest with her. Later on, we will be talking to Derek Mason from KU Athletics. And then a little later on in the show, we will be talking to Carrie Ross of Sigma Alpha Iota. Here with us in the studio now is Lori D'Onofrio-Galli. Hello and welcome back to Kutztown Live.
Juliana and Laura, I'm so pleased to be here today. We are now entering the second month of our 30th anniversary year for the Northeast Berks Chamber, and that's very exciting because we have planned a year-long slate of special events and networking activities to commemorate that anniversary. Coming up next Friday, February 15th, we have our monthly breakfast meeting, and that will be held for the first time at the Reading Regional Airport. Our topic will be digital marketing insights for small business owners, and Mike Sutton, the COO of Wicked Reports, will be our featured speaker. That breakfast meeting will be sponsored by Fraser Advanced Information Systems, and our nonprofit partner presentation will be Kutztown University Foundation. That will be Alex Ogeka. So we're looking forward to that. And in fact, the Northeast Berks Chamber has recently created an agreement with Kutztown University Foundation to establish a scholarship fund for students who graduate from 4 of our member school districts, Kutztown, Hamburg, Brandywine, and Fleetwood, who attend Kutztown University. So we'll be talking a little bit about that in February. And then coming up in March, we have another interesting topic, how businesses can connect generations, and talking about baby boomers working with millennials. And that speaker is Dr. Caitlin Faust, and Berks Google Score is the sponsor of that meeting. Please visit our website at northeastberkschamber.com to stay up to date on all of our upcoming events and programs, as well as to register. Today, I'm very pleased to introduce our guest. Dr. Paige Brookins is the new Assistant Dean of the College of Business here at Kutztown University. Although she's new in her role as the Assistant Dean, she'll be telling us about her experiences here at Kutztown University for the past 15 years. As part of the College of Business, she's also a member of our chamber. College of Business joined in 2016, and I've recently met Paige as part of the planning for Entrepreneurship Week, which is the last week of March. Welcome, Paige.
Thank you, and thank you for having me.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about the last 15 years working at Kutztown University?
So at Kutztown University, I started in 2004 as I worked in the Housing and Residential Services Department, and I worked there for a number of years, moving to our Center for Academic Success and Achievement in 2013. And that's where I worked, working with the Act 101, which is a Pennsylvania program that is funded through FIA for students who are from Pennsylvania who have academic and financial need, helping them and supporting them in their transition in the university, through the university, and then out of the university, connecting them with services and support centers on campus to foster their academic success. And then most recently, October of last year, I accepted a position as the Assistant Dean here in the College of Business at Kutztown.
Now, I know that one of your primary responsibilities is to oversee the Entrepreneurial Leadership Center here at the university. Please tell us a little bit about, the mission of that center. And I believe that the Entrepreneurship Week is actually part of the one of the objectives of the center.
Yeah, so with the center, it's really designed to help students, or potentially helping entrepreneurs, to take their ideas and to be supported through resources and networking that's provided through the center, and help them foster and grow those ideas. And one of the unique things that we have on campus is we have the Small Business Development Center right here on campus. So we network with them in providing those services and resources, and also with your organization, Lori, and helping those students to connect with surrounding business owners and network opportunities.
I was just going to say that it's very important for students to understand the many resources that are available to entrepreneurs, and to be able to have that type of a professional experience even as a college student.
Absolutely. So one of the things that we have coming forth, as you have already mentioned, the week of March 26th through 28th, we have our Entrepreneurial Leadership Center week. We have a keynote speaker who is Russ Stark from the Think Company. He is an alum of Kutztown University, 1996, and he will be coming and sharing his story on how he developed his company and how it is growing and where it is today. And then we have on the 27th, the Wednesday, we have an entrepreneurial student marketing and networking space for students to come together. We have many students on campus who have their own business at this point in their life, as well as they're looking to grow their business. So this is an opportunity for them to share what they're currently doing, and then again to be able to network with others on campus and within the local community. We have a women's panel and networking luncheon that's happening that same day, and I know you have worked very closely with this over the number of years to help that be successful. And then we have a family business workshop that's happening that evening. On Thursday, we have partnered with the Entrepreneurial Leadership Organization, the student organization, to have a student panel. And then we're working and collaborating with the Small Business Development Center to have a first steps to starting your business and discovering what works in social media for that.
It's interesting. Just in the short time that I've worked at the Chamber, almost 4 years, I've become familiar with students here at Kutztown University who are entrepreneurs, who have started their own successful businesses. A couple of years ago, I met Caitlin Bodner, who was a student here. I believe she's since graduated, and she had a candle business. In fact, she was on the women's panel 2 years ago, and also participated in the marketplace. And I know there have been other ones as well. Is there something here at Kutztown University that's perhaps unique, something different that is not offered at other colleges or universities to really support entrepreneurialism with the student body?
Well, we have our club, which is the Entrepreneurial Leadership Club, and their first meeting actually takes place Thursday, February 7th at 11 a.m. in DeFran. But one of the things that I had the opportunity of participating in the fall semester, every fall semester we have a business idea competition. And with that competition, students are able, even if they just have like the idea, they're able to come and to present this idea and to receive feedback and actually win a monetary prize where they're able to invest in their idea and to grow it. And then they have the opportunity to take it on the PASHI level. And again, there's a monetary prize for that where they would present it and hopefully win and then enlarge it even more.
The Northeast Berks Chamber has been fortunate to collaborate with the College of Business and partner on special projects and events. And the Business Idea Competition was another one in which we participated. I did, and a couple of other business members as judges. for the first time this past fall in the Business Idea competition. And I know that Jack Gottlieb was also one of the judges, and he is the chair of the College of Business Advisory Council, and he graciously donated the funds for those monetary prizes. Yes. Have some of those students or student groups already gone on to that next level? Do you know when that's happening for PASHI?
I cannot tell the exact date, but I know that we have had many students. I believe there are 16 groups, if I remember properly, that are going on to the next level PASHI. They are KU community-wide, not just from our small business idea competition.
Yeah, they were an impressive group of students who had really thought through all of the business planning. But I think when they were met with some questions by business professionals, it makes them realize as much work and time as they have invested in this idea, there were questions to be answered. But that's the value of the whole process.
Yes, and that's where the whole support comes in from the university, really helping them to take that idea and to properly research and to understand what intricate parts are necessary to know.
I'm just wondering, what kind of businesses do the students have or run? What kinds of ideas are there that are there?
There were a range of ideas, and one in particular that I remember, the young lady, actually the business is operating today, where she makes pretzels.
Oh, no. In Pennsylvania here, or?
Yes, here in Pennsylvania.
Oh,
yes,
do you know what
I think
it's
she
called?
was from the Philadelphia region. The best part was that she provided samples. Now that I remember.
Always a good part.
We were able to sample the pretzels. She had some extensive training from Europe, and also an expert, I believe, in Montgomery or Chester County. And wasn't she the winner? She was the winner.
She was, I think, in the top 3.
She was, yes.
And I think you kind of answered this question when you were talking, because I was thinking about it, but I was just wondering how the two of you came to meet and work together a little bit.
Through the planning committee for the Entrepreneurship Week. That's how we first met.
Okay. That's interesting. Now, do you have any favorite type of winners that come from this competition, or do you have anything that you feel was a really, really great idea, and do they have to be patented, or is that something separate?
At the point where they're coming to this competition, it's an idea.
Okay.
So many of them, other than the pretzel company, many of them are just looking at the baseline of, potentially this could work in the market. And as they present in the competition, they look at if it's feasible and if there's a niche to what they're offering, and then they potentially can take it and grow it from there. So this is the baseline. And this is my first opportunity, and there's room for growth that we're going to look into bring in more exposure, because I believe there are many more students here on campus who, if given the opportunity and know about it, will be able to participate.
Absolutely.
And if someone has an idea for a business now that they're thinking of, what would they do? Would they come to you or go to a meeting, or?
I would have them go to the Entrepreneurial Leadership Organization meeting, and there's where they can receive support from the advisor and other students who are interested in opening or to starting a business. And we're thinking about and trying to develop a think tank type of location within DFRAN that will give them a space where they can develop their ideas.
That sounds great.
I just wanted to add one thing. When Paige mentioned Entrepreneurship Week and the range of programs that happen over several days, those are all open to the public page, and they're all free of charge.
Yes.
So the community, as well as faculty and students, are invited to attend and learn from those programs.
And our information is found on the KU webpage on College of Business. There are links on there. If outsiders or public want to attend, they can just register so that we're making sure that we have enough for everyone.
And those links are ready, I believe.
They are.
All right. Well, thank you both so very much for
absolutely.
coming on this afternoon. It was wonderful to have you both here and learn a little bit more about the College of Business, even though I'm a student. It was cool to hear a little bit more about all that.
You're welcome. Thank you. And in 2 weeks, our guest will be Dr. Ernie Post, also from the university.
All right. Coming up next, we have Derek Mason. We'll be right back with more of Kutztown Live.
The Northeast Berks Chamber of Commerce is your premier resource and voice for trusted local business. The Chamber advances regional economic and cultural growth through supportive collaboration with business and community organizations, as well as government. For more information, call the Northeast Berks Chamber of Commerce at 610-683-8860. That's 610-683-8860, or visit their website at northeastberkschamber.com. Arc Point Labs of Reading specializes in drug, alcohol, and DNA testing solutions for families, workplaces, and life in general. Conveniently located at 2208 Quarry Drive, Suite 207 in the Van Reed Office Center behind Austin's Restaurant. Walk-ins welcome. 484-926-2505 or arcpointlabs.com/Reading for more information. Arc Point Labs of Reading is a member of the Northeast Berks Chamber of Commerce, a 501c6 which helps members grow business relationships, raise business profiles, attract new customers, and partner with area nonprofits and schools to promote collaboration and goodwill.
Welcome back to Kutztown Live. I am your host, Laura Keim, and I am here with, who do we have?
Juliana Jablonski.
Yes.
Hello, and happy Tuesday. Happy Chinese New Year.
Oh, yes, that's true. Today is Chinese New Year. Well, we have a very special guest that doesn't have a whole lot to do with Chinese New Year, and that would be our good friend Derek over there. Hi.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
It is wonderful to have you.
Yes, absolutely. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a senior right now currently. I'm a sport management major. I work with Kutztown Athletics. I've worked with athletics since I got to Kutztown. I really enjoy it.
Great. Okay. And what's your sport? Like, do you have one sport that you feel most, connected with, or do you just have all of them? Do you just love all of them?
Well, I pretty much do all of them. So,
okay.
I love all the sports here at Kutztown.
Great. Okay. Cool. So what is KU Athletics up to? I mean, what are you into right now?
Well, with KU Athletics, right now we have 2 big basketball games tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow's basketball game is KUSSI and Campus Store Fan Appreciation Day, where they're going to be giving away rally towels. The women's game is set to begin at 5:30 and is actually a battle for first place in the PSAC East, which is going to be a big game. And also, we are going to be having Golden Bear honors during the halftime, where we're going to recognize our student athletes for their achievements for the fall sports. And then our men's game is going to begin at 7:30, and they're on the quest to make a postseason run, which is really big. And then we'll also be recognizing the student athletes who made the dean's list.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, so pretty big games tomorrow.
Great. Okay. And so what is involved with the students who made the dean's list? I mean, like, what kind of, publicity is that? And, like, what's involved in that kind of thing?
It's pretty much any student who made above a 3.9 during the fall semester. So it's a pretty big, achievement for those student athletes, to recognize them. They are student athletes, so, they take on a big load. So it's good to recognize them.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. And so do you have, information on, like, where these games are and, like, how people can interact on social media, things like that?
Yes. The games are actually going to be played at Keystone Arena.
Okay. Over there
on the other side of the campus. Also, you can follow Kutztown Athletics. They usually give updates on, like, of what we're doing, all that stuff,
Okay, great. Absolutely.
I know you said you were part of the KU Athletics. What all do you do there, and what other things does KU Athletics offer in general?
Well, at first I started as a student worker, but I'm currently an intern for the assistant to the athletic director.
All right, how's that going?
It's going good so far. I just started this semester, so.
Okay, and what all do you do for that?
Pretty much I just help her out. We try to, like, get students to come to the events, fans, fan engagement is the big thing we try to get. Just pretty much, packing the gym, we want to see, like, just to support our student athletes.
Mm-hmm. And how would you get more fan engagement? If someone's listening now, what would you want them to say if they're considering going out to a basketball game?
It's a very exciting time, like, right now our basketball teams are doing pretty good, so they want to make a postseason run, but they're gonna need the fan engagement. Everybody there to get involved. Take over the den.
All right. And then going back to where I started, what other things do they offer at the KU Athletics Center there?
We try to do promotional events where we do giveaways. Recently we just had our whiteout game where we gave the students who attended the game, the first 75 students who attended the women's game, we gave them shirts, and then the first 75 students who attended the men's game, we gave them a shirt as well.
Free shirts. Everybody loves free shirts.
Everybody
That's
loves free
definitely a way
shirts.
to get people to go.
Yeah, exactly.
So now, what would happen if they both won the games tomorrow? Where would they be standing as far as the Pesci system, or wherever they would go from there?
So if the women's win the game tomorrow, they would be sitting in first place.
Oh, wow.
And I believe if the men's win, they would be sitting in third place
Okay,
as a tie. But they're definitely on the quest to make a postseason run for both teams.
that's awesome.
Yes.
That's really great. Okay. So what else can the student body do to support the athletic teams other than just going to the games? I mean, is there more that you would like to see from the student body as a whole?
Just kind of shouting them out on Twitter, Instagram, all social media platforms. It really helps out. Just to get us out there, in general, just so people know they may not follow Kutztown Athletics, but if all the students here, post oh, Kutztown basketball is doing this, Kutztown wrestling is doing that, it get us more out there.
And our both of I think our school teams are pretty well known. They do pretty good, don't they? They both went to. It's not called nationals. It's called the PSACs. I don't know what the end of it is called, but usually they're there.
Yeah, the PSAC playoffs. Yeah, that's.
I don't know much about sports.
Neither do I. I'm so sorry.
We're doing our best. You're great. You're
That's
great.
totally fine.
But yeah, I remember last year they were both going in.
Yeah, they
to
both
the
made
finals,
a
and
run.
Do our teams, I don't know if you know much about the teams. Are they expected to do the same this year, or are they looking pretty good?
Well, definitely, like I said, the women's are sitting at they're sitting right now as a tie, but they could definitely make a postseason run.
Who's what's another school that's tough competition? It seems.
So they're playing Bloomsburg tomorrow, and Bloomsburg is the tied team. So I would say
so it's gonna be a pretty intense game tomorrow.
Yes, definitely.
All right, and it's home.
Yes.
All right, at what time?
Women's starts at 5:30, and the men's game starts at 7:30.
5:30 and 7:30 in Keystone.
Yes,
right.
but that's not also the only event that we have coming up.
All right.
We also have the last home wrestling match,
Ooh, all right.
where we're giving away free pizza for students who attend the game,
Free pizza.
and then we're
All
also going to be recognizing our wrestling seniors.
right. And how many seniors are graduating this year?
There's going to be 7 on the team right now,
All right.
and the wrestling team right now is currently, they just got to the top 10.
Wow.
They're sitting at number 8 right now, and they're away against Millersville tonight, so tune into that if you want to watch them.
All right. And how can we watch them if they're away?
You can go to KU Bears website and then just click on the wrestling link, and then there should be a video link there to watch them.
All right.
Perfect. Okay, great. And so where does wrestling stand as far as the state is and as far as the league, right, I guess? Is that what you say?
Well, wrestling's a
Sorry.
little harder because, it's they're individual wrestlers, but
Okay.
they wrestle as a team, so, it all depends, how many ranked wrestlers they have.
Okay.
And right now we have 5 individual ranked wrestlers, so it just all depends. It just all matters about that. It's weird with wrestling, so,
Okay.
it's hard to tell you,
Yeah. That totally makes sense, though.
Yeah. I don't know how much you know the wrestling team or the basketball team. I don't know if you know any of the people on the teams personally.
I'm pretty good familiar with most of the people.
Is there anyone that's really been standing out this year that's a senior that they're sad to lose or that's been doing a great job so far?
For wrestling, is definitely Jeff Remo, who is actually ranked number 1 right now
Wow.
in the nation. So
Wow.
he's a big part of the team. So losing him for the wrestling team is going to be tough.
Okay.
All right.
Understandable.
And anyone for the basketball that comes to mind? Men or women?
For men, obviously you can't forget about Anthony Lee. He's been having an outstanding season. He's averaging about 35 points a game, I believe so. So
Oh, that's great.
it's going to be pretty tough losing him.
Okay. Understandable. That sounds awesome. Yeah. I mean, I really support the sports, even though all the sports, casually. But like,
Said by the music major.
yeah, I gotta say. But I think I've worked sports games and like basketball games and stuff with KUR when we used to do some promo tables and stuff in there, and everybody's so hyped up all the time and so excited to be there, and it's a really great environment. So definitely worth going, I think.
Definitely. We always want to get people out there, like I said, like they need the fans there, It helps them, it helps the atmosphere, We don't want to like have like some other team come and like take over our gym. So
Yeah.
the more fans we have there, the louder we are, like it puts more pressure on the visiting teams.
Definitely. And are tickets free, or do you have to?
KU students are free with their ID, and then general admission is $3 for students, and then $6 for adults.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
Pretty affordable.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
free
Free for me.
Exactly.
All right. Well, is there anything else you want to let everyone know while you're here this afternoon?
Might as well let you know about our next week events. We're actually having a Dudes in Tutus event at the women's basketball game on February 13th, which is sponsored by Epsilon Sigma Alpha, which is they're going to have a relay race to benefit domestic violence during the halftime of the game. So that's going to be a pretty good thing for them.
You said that was next Tuesday, did you say?
February 13th.
February
Okay.
13th. All
I
right.
believe it's a Wednesday.
And there will be tutus, right?
Yes, the dudes would be in tutus.
Oh, that's amazing. So, okay,
That is next Wednesday.
break
Yes.
this down for me. I need to know more about this. So, they're going to be just doing like activities and things. Just
Well, I think they're
In
going to have like
tutus?
a dress-up competition, and I guess they're going to dress up in tutus.
that sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's just a relay race, to help them out with domestic violence.
Everyone needs to go to this.
Yes.
I don't care what you're doing. Drop everything and go to the dudes.
It's
to
$5
tutus
a
event.
person, and then $25 for a team of 5.
Oh, that's great.
So it benefits a good cause, so
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
And then we also have a game on February 16th, which is a Saturday, which is our Play for K game, and we're going to be giving away pink free T-shirts at both games, and there's going to be a fundraising for pretty much, it's going to benefit the Play for K Foundation and
Okay.
raise awareness for breast cancer.
Great.
All right. As he's
Love that.
telling
So-
us all these events, we read a bunch of events on our other shows, and I think some of these would definitely be cool for people to read announcements during their
Yeah,
shows about
it's
the
definitely
games.
something to attend.
Definitely.
All right.
Well,
Well,
we'll have to look into that. Most definitely.
well, thank you so very much for coming on this show this afternoon. It was wonderful to have you here, and hopefully a few more people heard or something, and will be coming out to the wrestling team and
Yes.
support the basketball team, women and men, and maybe some people will be in tutus next week.
Of course.
I can't wait.
So it has been wonderful to have you here on the show this afternoon, and we'll be right back with more
Yes.
of Kutztown Live.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ray's Pizza de Sogno is the newest buzz on Main Street. Located at 478 West Main, Ray's has specialty Italian pinwheels, handmade mozzarella, and hot slices at the ready. To order your favorites, dial 484-648-2720. That's 484-648-2720, or order online at rayspizzadesogno.com. That's Ray's Pizza, DASOGNO.com. Mention KU Radio for a special treat. Integrity Services and Solutions is a local independent insurance agency specializing in employee benefits, Medicare plans, and human resource services. True personal service with a commitment to excellence. Integrity Services and Solutions, 610-939-9593. That's 610-939-9593, or on the web at www.integrityservicesandsolutions.com. Integrity Services and Solutions is a member of the Northeast Berks Chamber of Commerce, a 501c6 which helps members grow business relationships, raise business profiles, attract new customers, and partner with area nonprofits and schools to promote collaboration and goodwill. Power Marketing International provides leading-edge web design and marketing services to help businesses get found online, impress and engage viewers, and convert them into repeat customers. PowerMarketingInternational.com for more information. That's PowerMarketingInternational.com. Power Marketing International is a member of the Northeast Berks Chamber of Commerce, a 501c6 which helps members grow business relationships, raise business profiles, attract new customers, and partner with area nonprofits and schools to promote collaboration and goodwill.
Good afternoon. This is the radio voice of Kutztown University at KUR Kutztown. I am Juliana, here with the lovely
Laura Keim.
And we just spoke to Derek Mason about some KU athletic events going on here on campus. And before that, we spoke to Lori D'Onofrio-Galli of the Northeast Berks Chamber of Commerce. She's always keeping us very up to date of all the things going on there. And with her, she brought Paige, the Assistant Dean of the College of Business. And now, here with us this afternoon, I lost my notes. Who do we have this afternoon? We have Carrie Ross of Sigma Alpha Iota. Hello,
Hi,
and welcome
everyone.
to Kutztown Live.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Welcome to Kutztown Live. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good. So what is Sigma Alpha Iota?
So, Sigma Alpha Iota is a music fraternity. It's an international music fraternity. They accept women, so it's not a women's only because people can become distinguished members or members of the arts, and they could be man, female, whatever they identify as. But it's, for us, we accept women, and it's all about encouraging music. Their mission statement is Sigma Alpha Iota International Music Fraternity is to encourage, nurture, and support the art of music. And that's really what it's all about.
Okay, perfect. So what do you feel is so special about SAI?
Well, for starters, I never really wanted to get involved with any type of fraternity or sorority. I always thought that there was a stigma with it, and with SAI, I found that it was completely different than anything I had seen in movies or anything at all. I felt comfortable. Everyone there is friendly. And this, I'm trying to not be biased because I know I was terrified. And I have made some of my best friends from being there, and I've been involved for not even a year, and it's amazing.
Okay, that's great. And so you have recruitment coming up, right? This is the time of year that recruitment happens?
Yeah, so recruitment actually starts tonight, and that is run by Rachel Miller, our Vice President of Membership. So tonight is info night where we just talk about brief things. We play Quiplash. We're going to do some icebreakers. And tonight's the night where we have food. So if you want free food, that's the place to go. And this is in, I believe, Schaefer 5G.
Okay.
And then Wednesday, tomorrow, we're going to do more icebreakers in case other people are able to come. If you can only come to one night, that's totally fine. We're going to do a musicale, which is where some of the girls from our chapter will sing or show a song or something. It's kind of like a mini concert, and we do those frequently throughout the semester. So we like to do that for when people come. And then we're also going to be doing karaoke, so it's not only some of us that are going to be singing. Other people will going to get involved. And then Thursday, we're going to do sister speed dating, which is like a typical speed dating thing, but you get to come around and meet all of us and talk to us for a few minutes. We're going to talk about more specific information on joining and what it's like. And then later in the evening, we will do an invitation handout, which we will explain more there if you're there on Thursday.
Okay, great. So now, what do you think is so special about SAI as opposed to, how do I want to phrase this question? What do you think is the most important thing people should know about SAI, and why should they join?
So the big thing with SAI is it's music-based. And so you don't have to be super into music. You could have just taken one class. You have to have taken one credit of a music course. And then that's basically what we work on. We try to do service-based stuff with music. I'm chair of service. And so we try to go and sing for nursing homes or churches. We volunteer at firehouse stuff. So it's not all music, but we try to get as involved as possible. And that's something that really speaks out about us because we keep trying to reach out to different people. We won't always go back to the same people because we want to keep helping others.
And personally, for you, what has been some of your favorite aspects or things you'll take away from being a part of this?
Definitely stuff like we do have socials. They're not anything crazy, but it's just nice to be able to get together, sit, eat, stuff like that. And overall, just the bond with everyone, because it's not something where you cannot come there and pretend to like someone. Like, it's very hard, especially because you deal with everyone all the time. And so the bond that you end up having to make almost is very strong. Like, I know my big, Michaela, she is practically a sister to me, and we've known each other for less than a year.
Interesting. Okay, so what do you think is the most important aspect of the service? Like, where are you guys going, starting with anything new as far as service is concerned in the near future? What are you guys up to in that sense? Like, what are you planning?
So what we do is we have different committees for different things. And so I have the service committee. I'm the chair of it. There's a co-chair. And then we basically try to think of anything that we can do to help the community. And right now what we've been focusing on is trying to reach out to different places to do more musical stuff. Like, we are talking to a nursing home. We might talk to another nursing home to just go either sing with the residents, conduct and sing along, maybe a mini concert, or anything else that they need, like, help with. Because when we do Firehouse Volunteer and, like, the Santa breakfast, it's normally breakfasts, we're not doing music stuff right then. But we're still out to volunteer. And then if that does end up including music, like if we sing next year or something like that, that's always a good plus.
Okay, great. And so, do you have any? What are you thinking over here?
Do you have to be able to sing to be a part of it? I hear singing is
good
a very
question.
frequent thing that happens.
So, no, you do not have to be a good singer. You could sound like a cat, just squealing all over the place. And we will not judge you. We will not say, like, oh, you suck. What we will do is we just have music rehearsals, and you try your best, and we try to get it good enough so we can go and perform it. And with enough work, you always can become a decent singer. That's something that we do. We sing things as part of our normal thing. It's not every single day, but every other week or every week expect to have a rehearsal if you want to do it. And it's not a bad thing. It's not tough. Normally the music is not super hard. It's catchy, because, like, why act like you're a music major when a lot of the people aren't? Like, our president actually is not a music major. She just does marching band. That's Alex Garnan.
Okay, great. So, as a KU, say you're a KU student, right?
Yes.
And you've taken, one semester of, say, marching band, or, intro to music for that matter. If
Yes.
you can take any music class and it will count towards
any music class or ensemble. If you've been in band one semester and we're like, I like music but I don't want to keep doing it, you can still join SAI. If you took the intro to music class as a gen ed, that still counts. You can join SAI. The only other thing that really you have to do other than taking a music credit is have a minimum cumulative GPA of at least 2.5, which some other chapters may have it a little higher. For us, we just have it at 2.5 because GPA, we don't think that should interfere as much with joining. It is a rule, but once you're in, if it goes down, we can work with you. But you have to have a 2.5 at least to join.
Okay, and so can you tell me a little bit more about the pledging process? Is that what you call it?
So we call it recruitment.
Okay.
So what we do is we have the few nights a week. So tonight, tomorrow, and Thursday, we're just going to try to get to know as many girls as possible. That's why we have sister speed dating, meet one-on-one, a lot of icebreakers. If you don't like icebreakers, I'm sorry, but I think they're fun. And then basically we just all talk, and after that, the girls currently there have a discussion, and then the invitations go out Thursday night. Okay. And then after that, you become a member in training. And that's when you start learning about SAI, stuff like that. You have weekly meetings with your big, whoever you end up getting. And that's to help train you to then become a member. Just learning, like, the history. It's nothing weird. It's like, when was SAI founded, stuff like that.
Okay. Great. So then do you have to take an exam or something? Or?
You do take a test, and that's just to pass. You get multiple tries. It's just to show that you have learned the information.
Okay, great. And so then what benefits does being like a member versus a member in training? Like what changes when you become a member?
So once you're a member in training, that means you are basically a potential member of SAI. It's just that period of now you are involved in training and stuff like that. And once you finish it, you are like you get your badge, then you can come to meetings and you're actually a sister. Member in training is kind of like the step up to it, just to get you comfortable, learn what it is, and start learning the information that you'll need to know.
Okay, that sounds great. Is there anything else that you want to add about recruitment or anything else about SAI in general?
I don't think so. Just we do also have social media in case you want to check us out if you're weary about it. We just want to make it clear that anyone is welcome to come, even if they don't think that they're going to qualify to join. Like if you think your GPA is too low or something, it's always worth it to come because you can join later. You don't have to do it right away. Like first semester freshmen and first semester transfers can't join because we want you to grow a little bit, get an established GPA. And so if you have to take another semester or two to join, that's fine. Still come to recruitment because we love to meet people. And our Facebook is Sigma Alpha Iota Mu Zeta, MUZETA. That's the chapter of it. And then we also have Instagram, which is at SAI_MUZETA.
Perfect. Okay, well, thank you so much for coming on our show. We really
course.
appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for coming on to Kutztown Live this afternoon.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. Okay, what do we have over here for current events, Miss?
How about we take a short break and we'll be right back, possibly?
Yeah. Our producer's not in the studio.
Oh, okay, so we will not be taking a short break. I can't see through the window there, but you're... Let's see, what current events do we have this afternoon? Like I said earlier, today is Chinese New Year, and it is, do you know what it is the year of?
It is the year of the pig, if I'm not mistaken.
It is the year of the pig. Let's see, I wrote down...
What's funny about that, actually, is my secondary methods professor this morning, apparently she lived in Southeast Asia for a while, so she really associates with Chinese New Year, and she gave us all little envelopes with fortunes in them this morning for class.
Aww.
Granted, it's only a class of maybe 15, 20 people, so it's not like it was like a massive lecture hall, but it was very funny. She gave us these little red envelopes and was like, I couldn't give you all money because then I'd be broke, but here's some little scratch-off fortunes.
Aww. Well, it is the year of the pig, and the pig represents luck, good fortune, wealth, honesty, and prosperity.
Ooh.
So hopefully they come to you all this year.
Yes, absolutely. That sounds like all good stuff.
Some things that are going on in Kutztown, some Kutztown-related events. Tomorrow night, Wednesday night, do you watch the show Stranger Things?
I've seen it. I don't watch it consistently, though.
Okay, so
Do you watch it?
I watched my boyfriend and I watched the first season together, and then I watched the second season without him, and he still hasn't forgiven me for it. So I've watched it, yes. But anyways, there is a Stranger Things light show in the Grimm Planetarium at 6 p.m. tomorrow night. So apparently it's supposed to be a Stranger Things themed light show. And it is free to go and see the laser lights, and there will be free snacks. So if you like Stranger Things and snacks, head on over to Grimm tomorrow night.
I wonder how they do a specific Stranger Things light show. I mean, do they show clips from the TV show, maybe?
I got this flyer today. It's in my pocket. All it says is Stranger Things laser light show. So here's a little flyer if you want to check it out there. So
I'm intrigued.
If you're looking for something to do tomorrow night,
You're also intrigued.
yeah, go ahead.
This.
And then today is New Year, but on Monday, February 11th, which is next Monday, there will be a Lunar New Year celebration in the MSU room 218 at 6 p.m., which I believe is the multi-purpose room. And apparently there's going to be dancing and food and a bunch of different stuff there. My professor last class was just telling us that she'll be there, and
Well, that sounds like fun.
So apparently it'll be a pretty cool thing. Then next Tuesday, so in a week from today, in the morning at 11 in the multipurpose room of the MSU, is a spring festival. I don't know much about it, but it just says it's a spring festival. And I've gone to a bunch of different little things and events at the MSU, and usually they're fun and they have cool different foods and things to try.
So I wonder if it's anything like Fall Fest, because Fall Fest happened and there had pumpkin smashing, and granted that was on the DMZ. I don't know. I know KUR had a table there at one point, and I wasn't there for the whole time, and I missed the part where Angelo was smashing pumpkins with a baseball bat, but that was a thing that like you could do. So I wonder if
I remember that.
I wonder if the spring will have something as violent. I guess I don't know. There's probably gonna be just some fun, interesting new things.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I always go and tie-dye a shirt because, like Derek was saying, they had free shirts, and I love when I hear there's free shirts, so maybe there'll be free shirts there. I guess I'll have to find a little bit more about that, but that's on next Tuesday morning, so before our show. And then next Wednesday, there is a movie night in the MSU room 193, which I don't know where that is.
That's the alumni auditorium. That's downstairs, actually not far from the studio, like, down here.
Right around the corner.
But right around the corner, yeah.
And they're playing the movie Friday.
Ooh.
I don't know what that is. I was like, it just said Friday. I'm like, is it Friday the 13th? Friday something? But it just said it was the movie Friday.
Interesting. So, I've never heard of that.
There are a lot more events going on here in February, so you'll have to tune in next week to hear about some of them. Tonight also, in the MSU, though, those were all ACE events, but other events going on tonight at 6 p.m. in MSU room 183. There is a comedic activity-based workshop about relationship and communication called Love Gears. So it seems like there'll be a relationship workshop this evening.
Interesting. Do you have to bring your significant other? Is it that kind of relationship?
I don't
or
think
is it
so.
Friendships too.
I think it could be either one, or if you're single and alone and like to be independent, you're welcome to go, it seemed. But that's being put on by KU Housing.
Okay.
And seniors, today is the deadline to apply for graduation on my KU. There was a senior kickoff meeting this afternoon.
How was that?
I went to it. It was pretty good. It was actually kind of funny. Last week, because I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do. I graduated in May, and I'm still just not sure about what I want to do. So I heard that you can call the Career Center, and they'll help you figure it out, but I never knew anything. So I called them like, "Hi, I'm Juliana Jablonski. I'm a senior, and I just don't really know what I want to do." And the woman's like, "Oh my gosh, of course we can help you. We can get you an appointment, this and this." And I was like, "Okay." So I'm going there tomorrow morning, and maybe they'll help me figure out what I want to do post-graduation.
Fantastic.
But everyone there's, all the people at the Career Center are always seem really nice and helpful, and
they're actually going to come interview for us very soon.
Oh,
in
wonderful.
a future episode. I don't know what week, actually, off the top of my head anymore, because I've emailed a lot of people about guesting on KU Live recently. But they're on the docket for somewhere within the next month. So definitely you'll hear from KU Live again. So you'll hear from the Career Development Center, rather.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to our meeting tomorrow, and telling me what to do with my life, or helping me figure out what I want to do with my life a little bit more. I've been taking like online quizzes and different things.
I was going to ask about that. Do you take the ones that tell you, like, the Myers-Briggs personality test, where, like, it gives you the 4 letters and then it tells you all these things that you can do with your life?
Yeah, I was taking it. It told me my colors. I have a blue color and a yellow color, and blue means I have, like, a certain personality, and I've been finding out more about myself, I guess. So I have, like, a little notebook. I keep writing, like, inspirational quotes in that I keep coming across too, and I'm like, maybe this will inspire me a little more.
I love some soul searching. It's a beautiful thing.
So it's been crazy. I can't believe it's my last semester already. What the heck?
Oh my gosh, you're really leaving us. I'm traumatized, but it's fine.
It hasn't hit me yet. It hasn't sunk in all the way.
Yeah.
But I guess it's not an event technically, but it's a thing, I guess, worth knowing around Kutztown if you're a student here. When he was talking about KU Athletics, I wanted to throw this in, but then I forgot, and now I remembered. At the rec center, they do bingo. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
They do bingo at the rec center?
Well, what they do is you get like a card, and it has like the squares like you would have numbers, but instead it'll say Zumba class, Pilates, this and that. And if you go to 5 different classes, like in a certain row, you get what do you get? You win a drawstring bag, a water bottle from the athletic center, and a cooling towel. And I know I've gone to like the different Zumba classes or the spin classes, and you just have to have the instructor sign off. And so it's, I don't know, a cool way to
You're blowing
get you
my
active
mind right
in
now.
this cold weather we've been having, but it's literally spring outside today.
It's beautiful. It's so beautiful out right now. But I can't believe that's such a great idea to have bingo, but for classes, I'm over.
But
I'm
I mean,
overwhelmed.
it started yesterday, February 4th, and it goes until March 8th. So you have a while, and you can go to a class a day, a class a week, really. I guess you have to go to 5 total in a row, or make bingo to win it. But yeah, I saw it last semester.
Interesting. And is that schedule online?
I believe the schedule of all the classes is on the KU Athletics website, or the Rec Center's website. Sorry about that.
Interesting.
Because I know usually they don't change from semester to semester, but sometimes a few classes switch times and different things, and I couldn't go to Zumba last semester.
You couldn't go to Zumba. I didn't know you were so into Zumba.
Oh, I mean, not really. It's just fun sometimes to go with friends. If you're just hanging out, you're like, let's go to Zumba.
I actually took a class in, I guess it was 8th or 9th grade. I took a dance class. I danced for like years or whatever. And my last year of dance, I took a modern class. And a lot of the stuff we did was Zumba, but we also did like Bollywood stuff and like all these different kinds of dance. And it was world music and world dancing and a lot of, African type of movements and drums and stuff like that too. A lot of really interesting stuff. Very culturing, very quickly. So
you're a dancer as well.
No. I hesitate to say that. I kind of was, but I kind of wasn't. I was like a casual dancer, like behind closed doors in classes when people told me what to do kind of dancer.
All right, understood.
Yeah.
But you're very musical in other ways.
Yes.
Then.
Yes.
Talking about the musical, isn't Grease playing this weekend?
Grease is playing this weekend. My roommate is actually the pit director, so she's going to be the one waving the baton around.
All right.
Super exciting stuff. They actually have done a lot of really great work on this show. I know one of the, I think it's the assistant director is really, really excited about it. He posted on Facebook earlier about how much he really just wants people to come. And I'm like, that's great. I hope I'm going to be able to make it. I haven't figured out my life yet because I never figure out my life until the day of. But, that's
fine.
how I roll. But I'm really excited about it. I mean, Grease is such a great musical, and
yeah,
I'm sure they're going to do it really well.
A lot of stuff. And Zach Wynn used to be on KUR.
Zach Wynn used to be on KUR.
He's in Grease, isn't he?
I think he might be
the
director.
He's something important.
Pretty sure. Something important. I believe he's the director.
You can see how much I know about everything.
Yeah, I've talked to him a little bit because the orchestra, because I'm on a bajillion e-boards, the orchestra put in we put in a little like advertisement thing in the flyer. I can't think of the word that I'm trying to use. Dang it. The brochure thing that you go to a program. There it is.
Yeah, I'm
Sorry.
sitting here trying to think. I'm like, wow.
Program. Wow. Great. A convenient time to just forget what I'm trying to say.
It's fine.
But yeah, so the orchestra has one of those.
On live radio.
And so we were talking a lot about like back and forth, like what's, what they were looking for and all these things. So he's very much in charge if he's not the director, but he's doing great. I know that's why he kind of quit KUR because he was like, hey man, I got too much going on.
Yeah.
Which is totally fine.
Oh, yeah, and I know we've got a busy schedule on KUR this semester. We've got weekend shows going on, and
crazy.
We've got a little bit of everything.
Do you have a favorite show that's like not this one?
Do I have a favorite show that I've listened to? Nick Zierfoss does. I don't know if you've been able to listen to his show, but his when I listened to his air check, his was very memorable to me in a good way. His show is called Signature Sounds Buffet.
Really?
And so it's on Monday nights at pretty sure 8 to 9.
Okay.
And he's like, all right, dinner is served, the main course, and he has like a whole like dinner buffet theme to it, and it's really funny. Like, it's nothing like I've ever heard. It's not like a regular show. He has like a whole like buffet.
Are they all
theme.
food related songs?
No, they're just like I think it's more like Billboard's top kind of pop hit songs. What he kind of does. He has like a fun theme to it, which was just really cool to me. And I didn't hear anything like it before, because everyone does like their show, and their shows have different music themes, but his had like an actual, and now for an appetizer, and he'll be like, take a sip of your water and we'll be right back. Or he says just fun stuff like that. And I'm like, that's just a really cool idea
That's fun.
that he had to do. So
Luke Voyer, or Dr. Luke, also does stuff like that too, because he's he does, I think it's Dr. Luke, and it's A Dose of Luke is the name of his show.
Have you ever his like profile picture thing is really cool. It's like a prescription bottle. I don't know if you've ever seen his picture.
I like that. I'm here for it.
I thought that was really cool.
I support that.
Well, it looks like our time here this afternoon is slowly coming to a close. We want to say thank you to Carrie.
Yes, Carrie
Ross coming in. She has left the scene. Coming from Sigma Alpha Iota. She said it differently. I was like, oh, Iota, I gotta remember that. For coming in this afternoon to talk to us about the music sorority or fraternity that you can join. Thank you to Derek Mason for coming in with us this afternoon to talk to us a little bit about KU athletics and how students can get a little bit more involved. And then to Lori D'Onofrio Galli of the Northeast Berks Chamber of Commerce, and to Paige, the Assistant Dean of the College of Business. And thank you to Laura for coming in here and stepping up and hosting Kutztown Live.
This is going to be a crazy semester, y'all. I'm excited.
I am super excited. It's good and weird to be back here.
All right, good stuff. I think this was a successful thing. And if you guys want to, interact with us and talk to us more, KU Live has a Facebook page, so you can tell us more about what you want to hear. If you want to hear anybody specific, we can try and track somebody down.
Or if you yourself want to be out here on the radio, we would love
us know
to have you.
Oh my gosh, that would be pretty crazy. So yeah, you can email us and tell us what you're thinking.